Treat this like my first, treat this like my last. Anything could work, it happens slow or fast. Smoking on that hope, I'm gonna need an ounce of that. I bet was on the ropes, but we kept on bouncing back. Treat this like my first, treat this like my last. Anything could work, can happen slow or fast. Smoking on that hope, I'm gonna need an ounce of that. I bet was on the ropes, but we kept on bouncing back. Treat this like my first, treat this like my last. Anything could work, it happens slow or fast. Smoking on that hope, I'm gonna need an ounce of that. I bet was on the ropes, but we kept on bouncing back. Shout out to my rhymes, help me do this right. The Lord control the fire, but you can roll the dice. I care more about the ownership, I don't care about the price. You think I was a loner, I just don't really waste time. Nah, you comment, I commit. Take some notes and grab a pen. Money don't make you a man. Lose some friends, think you the man. People love to play pretend, love to play the middleman, love to say that they your friend, but where they at when it's the end? I know everything I do would never be enough, but that ain't stopped me from developing and always showing up. They always love to say what's up before they ask me for some stuff, but I built this shit.
Alright, what's up, guys? Let's get it on. We got FOMC coming up. Let me know if you guys can hear me and that's loud enough. Let me know if it's too loud. I'll turn it down. That song just like gets me pumped every time, man. I really like that song. Okay. Yeah, what up? What up, man? Nice to have you on stream, bro. Yeah, what up? Good, good. Killing it. Actually, I had a really good morning. And that kind of went and got greedy. It's same story, different day. Got kind of greedy, overtraded a little bit, blew a funded account. Here's what it is. I got like 7 more, so I'm not like tripping on it, but yeah, still just, and I made like 2 G's today trading Bitcoin because it's so volatile. Like it's going to like 300% in like 30 seconds. I'm using like a line chart, just waiting for it to pull back and just slaying it, man. So I can't complain. Okay. So I did take a loss on that. All right, we'll start with Nasdaq here. Get the zones outlined. This here. This one over here. What up, Steve? How you doing, bro? F and Design, Smock Knock. What up, guys? Let me find live chat. Yeah, so just because I haven't opened to the public today, like these guys already know, like it doesn't bother me if I fail an evaluation, but it might. So trade your own risk because I'm trading an evaluation, and if I blow it, it doesn't bother me. But I'm just saying that because like if I take a losing trade, I'm not responsible for your shit. I had someone email me the other day, like kind of like complaining, or it sounded like a complaint, but I'm not really sure. It's kind of like on the line, so I just want to make sure like it's not guaranteed. I prefer if you didn't copy trade me. I understand some of you are, but I'd rather we work together, figure it out together, and trade together. That's more my style. All right, so this is a weird move down here. Very difficult to trade. Let me show you where I got chopped up at. Well, let's do the analysis first. So we went to the downside, which is kind of weird. So we talked about this last night being a possibility, and it hit both downside targets already. We had this one here, and then this one, and then the full range here. So let's pull that up again. I can't remember. We hit it early on last night, I think. Let's extend this in time and see what's up here. Yeah, we hit it. We hit it this morning, actually. I posted about it. And then we also came up and hit this last night. So check, check. We really only have that left up there. And then that gap on the chart. So let's do that real quick. Filled. I think there's one down here somewhere. Wrong chart. Oh, that's why it's not on there. It's because it's on the other chart. Yeah, exactly, Smognik. That's what I kind of said to the dude. I was like, well, I don't know if it's like your first time, man, or what, but there's no reason, like, you should, if you take a loss in a trade, then you should be responsible for it. I would have never blamed someone for that. But people are weird these days, man. Very entitled. I just want to make it clear, man. So, and plus, I don't want someone like coming in here and thinking that like I have bad days, just like any other buddy. So, and I don't know when those are gonna come. So I don't want someone like coming on thinking it's like I'm like the shit or something. I don't ever lose, because I lose quite often, actually. So. Okay, so there's our gaps, right? Oh, I'm like way far away from price. Hold on, I got a little lost in the price there. That one's been filled, and then we have that one and that one and that one, and then to the upside we have this one, and then that's it. So I don't think we're gonna get up here or here. I think we're gonna go to here. It looks obvious to me, like at this point, like it's rebalance this area here. There's no double bottoms. If there was like a double bottom here, I would definitely be like, okay, yeah, it's probably going lower. But because they dipped down into there, took it half back, and now you have this like perfect trend line down that's just got a whole bunch of stop losses built up on it. So, which is still that pop. I'm gonna try to get long. I'm not sure exactly what time it goes up. Yeah, isn't that crazy, Steve? Man, I wish when we had the sessions, I had found that. I think I was still on like the kind of like order block thing. I wish I had found that earlier, man. Yeah, it took me a minute to develop it for sure. Okay, let's see what time it is. I think it's at 11 my time. I'm just seeing that so I can see how much time it has to like grind up. 22 minutes. All right. So it's got 22 minutes. Something I've always noticed, like, let's say price, like, let's say in this example, it like grinds up for the next 30 minutes. Usually that's a down move comes, or it does. FOMC does it like this. There's always a false move. So you have, like, you'll have the price, the way it grinds 30 minutes prior to, then it goes down. And then that's a false move. This down move is false. It always is false. And then the real move comes, and then just like what you. So I think I think we're gonna grind up, drop, and then pop, and then we're gonna pop up to her. If I had options, I would definitely play this. I think because yeah, it looks pretty good there. I think it should be a decent trade up to there. But where's the balance area in here? That's what I want to find. Then we'll get started here. Yeah, I guess I get the dude. I know that feeling when you fail an evaluation. It's such a or even a funded account, like especially when you haven't passed very many. It's the worst feeling ever. So I'm assuming that's probably what happened. He probably blew one based off a trade I took and was like, rah. So I get it. I wasn't too rude to him, actually, surprisingly. Okay, so we have this area here, which I think that one missed, so it did not get half back. And then that one got that one, so it's really only this area to the upside that I would even say, because the rest of these, on a 10-minute chart aren't 3 candles in a row. Even that one isn't. This is only one. Yeah. So let's see if it already did the business. So I think it already did it. But it obviously exists on all time frames, so yeah, it should be alright. Man, I got this shit all fucked up. I keep messing with the boxes because I just don't like how they look ever. Like, no matter what color I make the damn thing. Maybe like yellowish. Yeah, I think yellowish looks alright. And then make the little middle line like gray. Yeah, I'm gonna fuck with that. That looks better. Alright. Yeah, I think this is the third push. 1, 2, 3. I guess just checking out like where the actual balance is on a lower time frame and seeing if it's like fulfilled it or not. Or if that little drop back down here was just the first touch and then it's gonna do a third one here. So let's drop down and actually see where the balance is at. So I'd say like here is the consolidation. Yeah, so usually this first one is usually the one that it tags half back because it usually lines up with this high. So yeah, I think that one. Let's see where the low is at.
Interesting.
So it's right there. So let's measure this here. A lot of times I look to see where that initial push down was to like see if it's bounced off a high. And it didn't look like it really did that. So we'll just like check these out and see what it looks like. So yeah, here to here. And it's just very, very close to it, like perfectly actually. Yeah, but just based off of that, I'm gonna have to say that's it. Cause like I don't think it gets much perfect than that dip down than this right here. Like it's like right on it. So yeah. I don't think it's coming back down. It's like pretty perfect there. So it's the biggest pullback of this little consolidation here. And if we could find a little one that matches up with it, that would only increase my confidence in it, but I don't think there's one. Kind of looks like it's right in between these two. Yeah, it's like right in between those two, so. But just in case, I'm going to go through and just put the other ones on my chart, like this one right here. I think that would be a good one there. And then I just want to mark off this low so I know where it's at. Make sure that gap is correct. Like, what is that red line right there? I don't know what that red line is. No, there's no gap there. I don't know why that's there. And that's a balanced area, and that's, not sure what that one is. Let's put that one there, and that will be good. And this one's already been filled. I think I accidentally did them again when I looked last time. All right, there we go. Check, check, and check. Now we're prepared. I hate when I'm like in a trade trying to figure it out. That's a horrible feeling to me. Caught that first leg down. Nice, nice, man. Does it? Weird. What's it sound like? It's got some bass. It's probably from me coughing. Okay, so it looks like it's coming into the little balanced area there and gonna bounce here. Yeah, probably gonna long it if it curls around a little bit. So 75% you guys got the answer right. Nice, man. Glad to hear it. Yeah, I'm gonna start doing little quizzes like that. I gotta come up with all the questions, but that one's just top off my head. But I want to have like a list of like 10 questions to ask you guys, and then you know, if the majority gets it wrong, then we'll have to go through it. Okay, so we have a dip. Let's continue dropping here until it looks legit. Still one time framing down. Like, we haven't got a close above any of these candles yet, so I'm not really trying to long this yet. Okay, so now it's like lift off. I'm gonna give it one more second because earlier I kept entering like right in this area here, and then I get wicked down because this was pretty. Like, this move down was just like that. It went up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, and it took me a minute to realize, like, fuck, I have to stop going long. But this is the leg that got me right here. Is this one at first? Ooh, I missed it. Ooh. I might have to buy another eval. I think this one's blown. I'm in a trade apparently already. Weird. I guess I entered earlier or something. Okay. Makes me wonder if I left other trades on, because I entered long right before I started the stream when it was moving up. I think I just put my stop right. I think I entered like right in here. Yeah, I'm still long in this account. Nice. That's always a good surprise. you know I'm going to, bro. I always say that. That's my new quote. It's not fucking liquidity. Nah, I'm gonna stop hashing on it though. I made a decision just to stop. It's not. They're not gonna listen, dude. Like, I debated with somebody over Messenger over the weekend about it, and yeah, he just would not accept it. So I was like, fuck, dude, these dudes are so hard-headed. Like, it's like it's very strange actually if you really think about it, that you present the evidence and they're unwilling to shake it at all. He knows, I see what you're saying, but that's just not true. I'm like, well, why not, man? If you see it, what do you mean? What do you mean it's not true? And he's like, well, I see what you're saying. It's just it is liquidity though. I'm like, but it's not though. Like, you just said it's not. You see it, so why can't you accept it? But he won't accept it. So that made me just realize that they're probably not. I'm just wasting my breath. You know, like going on rants about it. I can say it and show you guys, but for me to spend extra effort on it's just not worth my time. And I think I would have probably been that way myself. If you would have told me a year ago it wasn't, I would have said the same shit. So I think you just gotta come to your own terms with it. Well, did it go half back or not? Yeah, it did. It's just, yeah, we went over it, right? Yeah, it's good. All right, I'm going to scale one of these out here. I should have done that a long time ago. I was distracted. Let's get back over to where the chart's at. So either way, that was a really good half-back trade there. That's like a perfect example of it. That's like a beautiful example of it. It wasn't quite like precise. It did go like a little tiny bit past it, but like, I mean, you know, it's very, very close. It's less than a point, maybe a point. It's still one time frame. I'm going to give it a second here to see if it's going to pop before it closes. Maybe like one more second to... If it pushes up right at the close, no. Okay. I'm going to close that full trade. Because it might go, but I still need to close this shit over here, so I gotta have time to do that. And if it keeps pulling back, then I just lose all the profits. So. This one. Yeah, they do, yeah. Cultivation. I like how you said cultivation, yeah. Okay. So I want to drop down and see what's up. Like a lot of times I like to drop down to see what's actually inside of those two big candles there. Because like this morning, right the opening, I hit a very, very good trade based off of that. Those two candles, but it was a long. I kind of like degened it because I went so heavy into it, but it was just like, it was so clear to me that it was just like, might as well. Okay, so let's see what it does when it comes into this area here. You got 1, 2, 3. God damn. Oh, we're getting close to it. That's why. Actually, popping. I guess it's on a 10-second chart, so it looks a lot more intense. Yeah, see how it went right to the... I need to change the color on that. I'm going to test this weekend because I've been playing with it more. The more I play with it, the better I'm like noticing it actually, the win rate actually is. Let's make it like purple maybe. No, I don't like purple very much. Let's make it green. There you go. That would look alright. Okay, so when it changes color, that is the value area low, and you can see that that's right where it hits. I've been noticing like it works very well, very, very well. I'm gonna go ahead and go long here. Target is I don't know, like we'll see what it does at that doji there, and then we'll have to reevaluate after that. It may come back one more time down here, so that may have just been like a phase 1 where it touched it, which it did touch perfectly at top. So it may reject here, roll over, come back down. So I'm being prepared to exit immediately if it pushes down. Like it's one time framing, so if it goes below there, I'm out. Like even like let's check this out when it retraces here. No, it's not gonna retrace. Oh, let's see. Okay, so you can see right there is the value area low. And then that's the value area high. So in between here is where 70% of all the buying and selling is in the blue. So that's how they do it. I wish this one updated real time so I don't have to keep moving it. It's quite annoying. All right, so we're getting close to the release now. So now it's saying it needs to come down to here. So let's see if it's correct. Let's go and put a line on there. Yeah, pop it. Let's put a trend line on there just to know where it's at. I like to make it like really light. I don't like it like messing my chart a bunch. I just like to be able to know where it's at. All right, if it pushes up one more time, I'll scale out, but it's not. I'm having to risk. All right, there it is. Scale out. We got 5-6 minutes left. So there's a half back. Like, okay, so now it went through it, so it still can pull back, but usually when it violates any half back, it's usually really, really bullish, right? Okay, the next one is here. So we'll just level to level the bitch so we get where we want to go. Beautiful trade. Okay, let's update this shit. And you want to pick the last low before the move up. So that doji was the last low there. So it's saying it needs to come all the way back down to here. We'll have to see if that's factual or not. Usually it's pretty on point though, so I would not be surprised. God damn it, why did... Ugh. I always do that, man. Thank you for telling me, man. Last time, y'all let me have it on for like the whole time. Very patient. You guys are patient as fuck. Appreciate that, Viking. Thanks, man. Good looking out. Okay, so here is our value area high touch. As soon as it like shows that it's working, I'm gonna go ahead and enter. Based on the fact that it hasn't gone there yet, it violated that one. There it is. So I'm waiting for it to push. Everyone's always trying to get in early for some reason. I used to be like that too. Now I just like wait a second. And I'm okay with chasing a little bit. You know, as long as I'm like confident in like I have some like narrative and context around the trade, right? It's not like I'm just entering late on any just because it's moving up. It's because I have a context behind it. So we have upward price action that's seeking. It did just break that trend line though. Let's connect these bigger ones and see. Went to the value area low to the tick, bounced off of it. So you can see there's a good example of it. I'm gonna start using it more. Like if I'm gonna be in continuation trades, if I combine it with the half back, then I think there's a lot of value there. So let me increase this though. This is that doji, watch. So there it went to that other trend line. I'll probably add back in here. Take a little bit of an L on it. So what I've been finding is this is something I was like studying price today. So you see how right here, like let's say you have a low, right? And it does this, right? And moves up. So normally I would say like this is the balanced area right here. But what I've been finding through the testing, I tested it today, and it has a higher win rate when you grab to the left or the right, whichever side's lower. If you take the lower, like instead of taking the lowest low, you take the one to the left. Like if price went like this, let's say. If you take, that's a horrible one. I'm gonna go ahead and enter another contract here. So if you take, it's got 1 minute though. I'm gonna have to exit this actually. I'm gonna go ahead and exit this. I don't trade the actual news release though. Not unless it like came to like an amazing position. But I would take, instead of this, like all the way down, if you take this low right here, just like that's why I chose where's it at? That's why I chose this high to the left, not that one, because it usually works out better. So I guess it could have been either one if you took both. No, so maybe I gotta explain it right. I'm not explaining it right. If it's a bull, I should have just stayed in the trade. It's gonna blast. Let's pull up ES before it blasts off here. Why is it pink? Okay, so here comes that down move that we should be seeing here. And a little baby down move, you see that little baby one. So now it's obviously going up. We know where it's going, right? It's going up here. Now, I want to get in on it though. How much drawdown do I have? Nah, I got full drawdown on this account, but it's not that much. Okay, so that one's done. We have that one though. I want to see if it's going to push through it. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, so put in equal highs there. It should just continue blasting through, I would think. ES is looking like it's going for that now. So you could see a little bit of pullback here, though. I wouldn't be surprised. But I'm going to go ahead and leave this and go to the apex. It's fine. I don't think it's going to come all the way back down to my entry price. So it may get close to it, but I don't think it's going to get to it. I want to be able to enter on the apex account I have. Yeah, I don't ever trade the actual. I wait a second. I stopped doing that a minute ago. It's because like one out of like I've hit 1 out of 100. Like literally no joke. Like 1 out of 100. The rest I get stopped out on, or I'll go my way for a second and I get stopped out on it. It never ends up very well for me. Okay, so there's back to balance now. I'm gonna go long right here. Just one contract. If I get any decent fill. Like with it so volatile like this, you have to be willing to exit early. If you're not, like, just don't trade it. Like I know if it goes back down below here, I'm out. Like I'm gonna get out. No, I'll just re-enter again. But I'm not gonna hold it, hoping that's gonna, because it could be coming down to here or here. Like there it goes. Now is it gonna go back down halfway to this doji? I don't know. We're gonna have to see. ES looks much bullish here. Very bullish looking. Alright, so let's take this up. Oh, the chart's looking messy all of a sudden. Beautiful trade. I wish I could scale out right now, but I don't have any like up on me. I feel like it's gonna attack this doji though. Like, come on down here. So right now I'm just looking for it to come to this doji so I can get in on this. But I want to see it like respect it first, pop up a little bit more. There it goes. Now I have to be with 2 contracts. I have to be really careful because a slight move down won't seem like it's a lot, but it's gonna be like devastating. It'll blow the account. Like any little push down will blow it. Because once it hits that, especially if it hits your stop, I put a stop limit, but it should be a stop market order, and that's gonna because who knows how far it would take it to get into there. You know, it could take it 10 points, 20, sometimes even 30 when it's really volatile like this. Like there's a reason I put DEGEN trading. Like you shouldn't be trading the news like this unless you're like understand price at a certain level. Even then it's not really beneficial, but it is good practice. Like I've always kind of traded it. I think it's a good thing. Some people are like, I don't trade it, I don't even look at it, but it's like, why not? You're like learning something. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and scale out there though. Oh, you're gonna do this shit to me today? No, you don't. Lagging really bad. Let's put that. I took it off. Yeah, so we're blasting. We're blasting now. It's on like Donkey Kong now, guys. Okay. Called it. We gotta watch out though, because I wanted to go down first, not up. So because it's going up, we got like 25 minutes until, you know, there's a possible savage down move that's coming. So let's see where I'm at. So I'm halfway through the eval now. That means they're in a cult. Yeah. Yeah, it's not even, it's because, like, the more I think about it, it's just like, I don't know, I was really naive to think that CME is going to allow that a fucking algorithm, like, you got to think about it from CME's perspective, right? They're going to allow an algorithm to come into their market. It's their market, guys. Like, they own it. You have governments, you have pensions, you have, you know, DMV's fucking retirement in these markets. You have $1 billion move through these markets a day. What was the last major option expiration? $2 million that were expiring in options in this in these two markets. It's just like, man, come on. Like, they're not going to allow that to happen. They're not going to allow this market to be manipulated on that kind of level. No way. It's just not, it's not viable, man. And the more I kept thinking about it, I was like, yeah, it just can't be, man. So turtle soups just don't work because you don't know when they're going to reverse. So once I started, it just like flipped the switch, man. Best thing I've ever done. Because you can like do, I used to do turtle soups and do all right with them if I did it like this. If it consolidated above, then I would go long. If it consolidated, if it ran the liquidity and consolidated below, like if it ran it and then consolidated below, I'll go short. But let's say it ran it and then stayed above it, then I'll go long. Like, so if it ran the liquidity here and then stayed above, I'll go long. Which that worked fantastic. But that's the only way I could figure it out, because you don't know when it's going to stop. It's just out of my way. There's no real reason why I put it there. It's an emergency stop. Like, you've seen, Josh, I never let my stop get hit. That's just like that's like the ultimate where I'm wrong stop loss, right? That's where I like know 100% I'm wrong. We have to watch out for a broadening formation here. They do show up, so but my out is like right here. If it breaks this right here, that's my out. But I've just I started doing this a long time ago. I've moved my stops to make myself get out. Yeah, just so I wasn't dependent on that stop loss, because I notice it pisses me off a lot when I get stopped out like that. Yeah, but here's my actual stop, like below 17480. So if it doesn't pop here within a few seconds, I'm gonna go ahead and exit this. It's not looking very bullish at the moment. Starting to make lower highs. We haven't made a lower low yet. So give it the benefit of the doubt here. I think this is the pattern it's in right now, like something like this. It's looking a little froggy here. Not in a good way. Alright, so we wanted to push up past this little trend line that's in right now. Yeah, so we want to see it push past that. There we go. Not close back within it. Alright, I'm out. Not a bad trade, but I'm not going to hold this, and it could be a broadening formation. So I would say that this is your low, and then I can see the high, like this high to this high maybe. Which that would make sense. It does, right? Except for this one didn't touch here, though. That's the only thing. Alright, let's go to 3 minutes, see what it looks like here. I think we're going to get it pushed down, probably into balance. So where's the balance? 1, 2. That one's only got 2 out of it. So it would be here. No. I'm going to put on that Doge. It's a tricky one, actually. So 1, 2, 3, but it's not like how I like it. I usually like it 3 out of there. That's 1, 2. Now I have to say it's this, right? I don't know, man. I think it's this. Yeah, it's the only thing that really makes sense to me. And then I want to look at one last thing, because a lot of times what you'll see is like it will just take the move up, come half back to it, but it's hard deciphering which low it uses. Sometimes it seems to use random, like I can't figure out, that's why I can't figure out like why sometimes it will use this low, we're doing the whole move up. Sometimes it will do the other one. So I'd say there's my half back kind of like trade. I'm gonna go ahead and enter one contract here. I'm just gonna put my stop right below here. And then if it probably comes back below my entry price by a bit, like starts looking really bearish here, I'll just go and exit it. ES is the leader, so I should really be looking at ES on a much lower time frame. One, two. I never got 3 pushes down, so it's kind of hard to explain. So if a price like goes like this, makes some more distance, pulls back again, makes some more distance, and then pulls back, that next pullback is gonna be rough. But if it like moves down a little bit, pulls back, moves down a little bit, pulls back, and then goes up, then we're good. But it's that third like flash. I don't know how to explain it. Something I just noticed in price a long time ago. I use it on Bitcoin a lot because I'm on such a low time frame that these little, I'll just do that on the 5 minute to be able to tell if it's going to reverse or not. Bitcoin's kind of a unique price action too. I noticed that it doesn't seem to like the half back thing as much. It seems to go to like let me show you. Like, so if you have like a move down, price that goes like this, and then like this, and then it goes down. So now when it retraces, this is what it usually goes back to, not that first low, but that second low that's right here. For whatever reason, that's the one it likes to go to. I found on the really low time frames. I haven't checked on the higher ones. All right, so we have balance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candles in a row. We want to see it bust this. We don't want to see it stop. If it stops, one time frame, I'm going to exit if it breaks that candle's low. So my computer's lagging a little bit, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm going to exit there. I probably should have waited, and but you know, that's probably not a bad short either, though. It does look like it's in some kind of downtrend here. I'm gonna try shorting it here. Horrible fill. Horrible fill. I'm gonna exit that. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. That was like one of the worst fills I think I've ever had. That's the problem with trading during the news. You get a lot of rough price action. Ooh, I forgot about that take profit account. Or did I exit? I can't remember. Oh, well, that's what's up. Still in trade. Yeah. Why did you say that? Today, that 2 p.m. move. What? 2 p.m. move. Oh, Eastern time. So that'd be 11 o'clock. This move. 11, 12, 1, 2. Yeah, it'd be this move. Yeah, naturally. I mean, we already knew what it was and what it was doing. It was going half back to this. That balance area over there that hit. Remember, we went over it in the beginning of the stream how it hit it to the tick. So, yeah. Cool. I'm gonna leave this one alone. It's working, so it's got no trailing stop loss. So, oh, he doesn't know what he's talking about, dude. What, he thinks it's going lower? Why would he think that? Does he ever? What's his reasoning for that liquidity? He probably thinks it's going lower for liquidity or something, man. I don't know. I hold my upside balance theory. But it does kind of, but what he's basing that, now I know what he's doing it off. He's basing off like what I explained in the beginning. You have that false move. Usually the first move's the false move. And then once he starts talking, the real move comes. I think that's probably why he's saying that. Which he could be right, but I don't know. It seems kind of, I guess we didn't really check over here very much and see what, that one's already been fucked with. And that one. Yeah, I think I'm still good to the upside, so. Yeah, he's right about that. It usually is, yeah, like I said earlier, yeah. Not always though, but a lot of times it is, yeah. That's correct. And it's also a lot of times I noticed the movement makes within the last, like the 30 minutes before the announcement or rate decision, whatever it is, that move is usually fake too. So if it goes up into it, like it did, yeah, it went up into it. So it's usually fake. As you saw, it just dropped right back down and then popping back up. All right, I want it to pull back though. I don't want to enter here. I don't want to enter on a consolidation, right? Like let's say, yuck. I don't want to enter as it consolidates after a move up. That's no bueno. So I'm waiting for a pullback here to get in to take it up. Yeah, and just because like he says like, and that's the usual, but it's not like it's 100%. It's more like 60% time it does that, I would say. I don't have like the data on it though. I wish I did. Okay, so it'd be cool if it dropped here, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I think that doji would be a gem piece if it would dip into it, but I don't think it's gonna happen. So I'm gonna go ahead and enter. Oh, that's the count that I blew earlier. All right, so I'm up about 1,000 in it. So let's drop down a little bit more and see what's cracking here. I want to see what it bounced off of here, if it was legit or not. I think it might be. I'll have to see what it does here. I'm afraid it's starting to form one of these like really weird down like it did earlier, like this. Yeah, like this. Or it's just really tight, like grind down. So I'm gonna be a little wary of that. But I would say that this here is the balanced area. And that would be where, right in here is where I would love to go long. But if it breaks this with like some oomph, and then like gives me like a decent long, I'll take it there too. I'm vaping. RTH gap. Oh, what the fuck? Good looking out, F in design. I am tripping. I don't. That's the second day in a row that's done this to me. All right, it's fucking going up, dude. All right, there's a fucking gap right there. Like, Jesus Christ. Good looking out, bro. I don't know how I missed that. Like, what the fuck, dude? I'm mad at myself about that, man. All right, it's going up, guys. Like, it's... Shit. That's that RTH gap right there. Good looking out, F in design. That's the second time you, like, reminded me of that. I appreciate that, man. Why... Hey, Billy Max, why'd you delete that message? I was so upset with myself, like, what the fuck? Is there one on ES, though, too? It still might come down to that balance, though. Let me move my stop, my emergency stop. Huh, ES doesn't have one, though. That's weird. What about YM? Does YM? It'd be helpful if like one of the other indices had it with it. That'd be much helpful. Because since NQ isn't the leader, you kind of almost need a secondary market to roll with it. No, YM's having a super bullish day today, though. It's kind of strange that these two are not really moving up. So we dipped into that gap just a hair there and rejected. We should at least like see like half, like not halfway of it, but there's a little that low right there. I feel like that should be hit too. Fuck, YM might be a good trade here, man. To take it up to that half back at that. Ugh. Yeah, I should have exited that a lot earlier. I wasn't watching it. Okay, did it... Let's check that doji there and see what it did to it. And it did half back it, like a motherfucker. Come on down, bro. Nah, it's in a trend. Starting to form a trend here. From here to here. Give it a second though to see if it's gonna hold or not, or if it's gonna push through it. I wish it would do it like right now. Just flush it real quick. Let me get in there. No, there it goes. Enter one long. I still don't like it. I still just don't like it very much, but it is what it is. I'm tempted to trade YM right here. I think I'm going to. I'm going to take YM up to there and see what... You know, it's like 40 points, so... Doesn't seem like a lot, but 40 times, what's it, $5? If you're ever curious what the tick value is, if you look on TradeView right here, it shows up right there. Yeah, you can see it. It is right there. Yeah, it's just a good sign. It's like what it did right here, same kind of thing. It's almost identical actually. Up move, pull back, up. Up move, pull back, up. But he's about to start talking any minute. Yeah, I don't watch ICT anymore either, man. Toxic, bro. He's just so manipulative, dude. It's just like everything he says is either fucking, I don't know, breadcrumbing or lying, dude. One or the other. I can't stand that shit. Just keep it real, dude. What you think after making that much off of YouTube per month, you think you would stop doing that shit, dude. But I think he just likes fucking with people's heads. I think he, like, truly enjoys, like, fucking with people's heads. If you listen to that interview on that podcast he did, in that interview he talks about that. He says, I love people knowing I'm the ghost in the machine. I love knowing that I'm in their heads. And I love knowing that if I continue to say something over and over again, they start to believe it. And I was just like, bro, like... And then I put the transcript into AI and said, please relate any cult-like leadership, like how cult leaders run their cults. Any manipulation tactics, please outline them. And there was like 13 different tactics it found that he was using in that interview alone. And they're pretty on point. So I'm going to go ahead and exit that. And then if this closes back inside here, I'm going to go ahead and exit it. But I think it should blast. It should just blast the fuck out of this, I would think. And then the whole Robbins Cup thing, dude, like that was the oh man. Like fucking fake a family member's death, bro. Like that's the lamest thing I've ever heard, dude. Like what, you can still YouTube every day but you can't trade the Robbins Cup? Like don't say you're gonna do it. Just don't say you're gonna do it. It's a four years in a row, guys, he's been doing this to me. It's the 4th fucking year in a row. Yeah, the first 2 I argued for him, was like, yeah, he's gonna win, got all pumped, argued with motherfuckers on Twitter. 3rd year, I was like, nope. And then this year, I'm like, ha, you guys, poor guys, you guys are all into it. He's not gonna do it. He won't do it. I really think he promotes for companies on the low, because I've noticed his cycle is he starts mentioning these companies, like posts about them, talks about them, posts about them, talks about them, and then he'll disappear for a couple months, and then he goes back to normal. But he does this, like, talks about whatever it is for a lot, and then he disappears, comes back. I know he says he doesn't get paid for it, but I don't know. First it was AMP Futures, then it was Top Step, and then now it was Robbins Cup. It's just really suspicious how after each time he starts talking about him for a period, a couple months, maybe about a month and a half, and then he disappears. And then he starts a cycle over again. Very interesting. I have no proof of that. That's just what I think. Beautiful trade here. So let's put that other low on here. I got on a rant, got all worked up. So there's the low. So if it touched that, it's probably going to pull back here. So now, oh shit, okay. I'm going to be ready to exit though, because it's probably, let me make sure it's like 100% right. It's very important you have these right if you're planning on trading them. So it's right there. It's the actual fill of it. Fucking killing the game. Fuck around and find out. So that if it pulls back, that doji is where I'm going to be trying to enter long after I exit this. Because if it breaks one time frame and I'm done, I'm not going to continue to trade it. So there's that touch to whatever that green line is. I don't remember. Still one time frame. You're like, we're not going to exit now. Why would we exit? It's one time framing. This is like what we wait for. Once you see one time framing, that's like, that's your goal, is to be in a trade that is one time framing. So you don't exit, for God's sakes. Like, just let it do its thing. Like right now it's spooling out of control. The shorts are trapped. Price has an objective that's above us. We know where it's going. Like, there's no reason to exit, even though it's hit my profit target. You know, it's doing exactly what it's supposed to be doing. So once it breaks that though, then I'll exit. You could set up a strategy on one time framing alone. On like a 10-minute, you fucking kill it. Or even a 3-minute, I think you'd probably do alright too. Okay, so now that gap's done. It's just done. Still one time framing. And there it is. So I got quite a bit of extra profits out of that. I'm not sure how much, but like let's say I would exit off a little pullback there, then I definitely would have you know, missed out on 20 points or so, 23. Okay, so let's go from that doji to here and see what it did. I don't really like that, but it's apparently going, so. Alright, I'm going to go and enter long there. Stop goes below that doji. I'm going to enter 2 contracts. Once it pushes up, breaks out of here, I'm going to enter the second contract. My stop's going to go pretty far away, though. But I think I'll exit if it pushes past halfway through half that doji there. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and exit right there. And then, kind of chasing price there a little bit. I did not mean to push the sell button there. Okay, so now what's this motherfucker doing? Going back to balance. Now you got to watch out for that. Now it's like perfectly timed. Do you guys see this? It is perfectly timed with when he starts speaking is when they filled that gap. Very, very interesting. But I'm still going to hold my upside bias. I don't think they're going to take it down. If they take it down, they got to go all the way to that fucking gap down there. And I don't think that's the objective right now. I think the objective is to the upside. So let's see if it bounces here. We have this trend line. Let's line this bitch up. Let's drop down. Okay, I'm gonna oof. Alright, shit. Alright. I have to change my bias, man. We'll have to see though. This is still a balance area that's been let's check out this little, that's like the last little balance area, so let's check it. Yeah, it violated the fuck out of it. This makes it tricky, so let's go to a higher time frame so we can actually see here. Broadening formation, possibly. That's a possibility here. So let's take the top of here. Nah, you think you're sneaky, bitch? I am on to you. It's half back. It's like always, guys. It's always half back. I just gotta get rid of any other, like even the broadening formation's fucking my brain up. It's just always what it is, man. It's always. But it could be, you know, yeah, just it's from that top to that low. For whatever reason they choose. That's what I was talking about earlier. Instead of choosing the very low, choose the low that's a little bit higher. That's to the left or right. So for whatever reason, it doesn't like choosing the on a 10-minute. This would just be a wick right here, and then you would have a swing low right here. So you just choose either one of these you could have used. All right, so I'm gonna enter a second contract here, expecting blast off. I do need to watch out for this area here. I'm taking one off. That should be about done with this evaluation almost. I'm gonna have to purchase some more here because that's my last evaluation. And then that will be 6, 7, 8 funded accounts with Apex. I'm getting too many though. It's starting to like, I don't have enough time to trade them all. So I think I'm going to check out Apex Traders Funding's their copy trader, because I heard that you can use it with Trading View. So that would be super cool. Beautiful fucking price action here. Can't deny it now. Like, it's on stream. The most volatile news release of the fucking year. And it works. So No liquidity. I haven't looked at liquidity one time, guys. So please drop that. I promise you, if you drop that narrative, you'll drop fair value gaps. Drop it all. Like, just drop it all. It doesn't do any good. It's just getting in your way at this point, I guarantee you. Because you're looking for that shit, and you're looking for other shit, and other shit, blah, blah, blah. But when it's always balanced. So, you know, if you want more trades, drop down. If you need more trades, drop down. If you don't want more trades, pull up. And then vice versa. So it probably just went to halfway here, and now it's going to rip it. So let's check that. Oh. Double top in it. Huh. Oh, that's savage. I'm tempted to short it here, but I think it's 3 taps, it's a wrap. And let's see what it does here. If it breaks the one time frame, it'll go long. No, I'll finish this. I just want to finish this eval though. There it is, broke it. Nah. Bad entry. But it is one time frame. Like I said earlier, you can develop a whole strategy around one time framing alone. You say you just have to keep your risk really tight, which you should be able to if you're just using the candles low or high. So we got to watch this here, like even the phase 1 touch here. So there it is. That evaluation is done. Let's go take that take profit account. Never got stopped out, so it should be good. And I'm gonna wrap it up here, guys. I'm tapped out mentally. I'm starting to get mentally tired. Yeah, so that one's, I can make a little bit more money. Let's finish this one up. I got $600 more I can make. All right, so we violated half back. Let's do this. You gotta realize I'm on the 15-second chart too, so like these moves are just a normal size candle just moving around. It's like that. So look how close we are to this now. You guys see this shit? That's where it's going. So this trade should be really easy here because it should just like fucking blast them. Why is YM right there? Fuck with YM, dude. Dude, come on, dude. So we're at the top of the broadening formation. There it goes. Alright, so that's that $600 right there. Yeah, so I can make another 200 or so. There it is. I'm gonna try to buy an evaluation in time, but I don't think I'm gonna make it before it reaches our profit target. And then I wouldn't be surprised if it continues upward. I mean, it could. So huge day for me overall. I don't want to trade my funded accounts though. Like it just like, why don't I trade my funded accounts? It just clicked in my head. Yeah, why don't I? And blow them all. Yeah, sounds great. Good on that. Yeah, there's got to be a separation between like, you know, what I'm willing and not willing to do, and I'm not willing to. Even though it's an opportunity, I think if I was fresh, after I take a break, I might come back and trade them, but I'm not going to right now because I'm mentally tired. I've been streaming for about an hour now, so talking and trading. And it should blast up here. This sucks. My internet's being a bitch, so it's taking forever to load. Apex Trader funding. Yeah, there it goes. Damn it. I could have passed 3 more evals with this because it's so volatile. And I know where it's fucking going. Alright. I just had like I can't just watch it, know where it's going. It's like making me angry. Let's go with this one. One that's not in drawdown at all. That one's about flat. Here we go. This one's got a little bit of buffer to it. Alright. I'm going to interlong. Stop goes just below there. Bad fill. So we obviously have a trend line, right? And we know where it's going. So we have to watch out for the phase one, though. Like the bottom of this being hit. And then it rejecting off of there. So. And any violation of this trend line, I'm out. Oh, that's so gay. Oh, I pussed out. Alright. Let's stop being a pussy. See, it's fun to accounts like mess with your head because you start trading like a pussy. And pussies don't ever make no money, man. They're pussies. So ES just blasted their faces up. Tell ICT to suck a dick. Doesn't know what he's talking about. Alright, so that would put that move there would have. There's that phase one. We gotta be careful here for a pullback, a bigger one. But I want to push up. Alright, so there's that break even trade. And now I'm in profits at any point past that. So I'm gonna exit right there. And that's it. So I still made that first loss. I took 685, and that one was about 1,000, I think. So yeah, Viking, you can tell ICT like, what happened, bruh? You know how to trade or not? It's because he's looking for liquidity, and I'm not. That's the difference, because he's stuck in. I think he's stuck back in 2004 or something. When Jesus gave him the strategies. Alright, sorry, I try not to say that word. It just cracks. I can't help it. Alright, so that's a wrap, guys. There's a lot of questions here, so let me try to get to them real quick. It looks like your Asia drip strat played out during London, and ES did it. Nice, nice. Yeah, what's Duro trades? Oh, God. Okay, you guys just having a conversation. Definitely, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, but did he get that Rolex and his Lamborghini from fucking trading, or did he get it from courses? Because courses are big money. You start doing the math on that shit, it's insane, dude. Like let's say you have we'll go you have 20,000 followers, right? And then let's say even, out of that 20,000, let's say 1,000 of them, that's a really low amount, right? Let's say 1,000 of them buys your course at, most courses like $150. We'll say 152. That's $152,000, and most of these guys are doing it month to month, right? So every month these fuckers are making, almost $250,000, guys. So like, you gotta really watch, because most of these dudes and people they're not traders. That's why you don't see them like really trading live, I don't think, is because they're slanging courses. They're course slingers. It's a big difference. Yeah, that's why there's a couple of them I see them, they trade demo, because you can tell the colors. Like if I put a trade on now, you can tell the colors on my stop losses, right? But theirs are usually yellow, just like ICT's. It's because they're trading with the fake, it's just trading with your demo account. And they're trading with that because they don't trade. They just act like they trade. And that's why they pick out, that's another thing they like to do. They like to pick out little sections. I used to do it. You just pick out like a highlight clip of your trading, and then you fucking put some music on it. They love doing that shit, because you know they can just cut out their losses and call it good. So there's still some areas up here. There's a gap up here. I don't know if it's going to continue up or not. We'll have to see what areas it reacts up here. So I would say that this here is the balanced area, the one that's aiming for anyways, based off of how it's rejecting here. But I'm not trading anymore. I'm good. I'm set to go. Nice. He passed one, lost two. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Fuck yeah. You guys are nailing it. Hey, those are good odds, man. I failed. Let's see. I blew one funded account today. And then that one's passed. That one's passed. This one's failed. And then two of these accounts are like negative 900, I think, something like that. I didn't blow them, but they might as well be. Like if I took one more trade, they'd be blown. That's the problem. Take profit. It's hard to get yourself like to stop. Especially on this one, pisses me off because I hit my profit target on both of these, I think. Yeah, so both of these accounts, I hit over 53,000. I just went over the profit target, so now I have to wait. And this one's really sucks. I didn't realize it, so I traded micros for like 3 days, and then I looked at the dashboard, and I was like, oh shit, I'm over it. So, yeah, this one sucks. Like if I blow this one, it's gonna piss me off. $10K? $10,000, dude? Zach T, this is not a concept that I've really. You just have to watch my live streams, man. I can show you where to like start to watch them, but you're just gonna have to watch them. I haven't really created a video on it per se. I'm making a course for it, but I haven't made a video for it because I don't want it to be stolen from me. So they'll catch on, dude. They always start copying my shit eventually. That's how it goes. They're just now catching on to intermediate term order blocks and stuff like that. So I'm assuming that they will, or maybe not. They might not because they're so. ICT doesn't talk about it, so they might not. But someone said yesterday ICT was starting to mention what I'm doing. I don't think he meant like what I'm doing. I think he's maybe sharing it. Because there's no way that dude doesn't. I don't know. It'd just be weird to me if he doesn't understand it. I feel like that would be like a fraud, in my opinion. Because it's really not that complicated of a thing. It's really not. It's just but he won't. Yeah, maybe he doesn't because he's so stuck on liquidity, and for him to say that this works, he has to say liquidity doesn't, and I don't think he's willing to do that. Okay, if we go to lives, I would say like, maybe a month ago, 2 months ago, maybe a month ago, I'd say. Let's see if I say it here somewhere, maybe. So many videos here. There's so much content. I should make these into like little videos or something. So, like, look at this, guys. It's like so much fuck. You guys that have been here, you guys watch all this. You like so much fucking content, man. What I should do is like go through them, take out the good parts, use AI to do it. Yeah, so it wasn't during that. So I would say, yeah, there's still more. Whole year worth of daily content. I would say like a month ago, start there. or even anywhere within the last 3 weeks, I would say I talk about it every stream because someone asked me about it. So I would say start, where's that one at? There's a shorter one that was really good. A live trading one. This. Yeah, so that was a month before. Yeah, so I'd say like right in, started this video. I'll link it in the chat. I would say right here. This is that video I was talking about. So I would start here and just watch them, man, because you could even like, you could use this app right here on ChatTube. Like, let's say I go to this video, right? Now this cool ass thing right here. You say summarize in chat, and it will tell you everything that we talked about. I can say please break down the video into chapters with subjects of chapters and time of chapters. I've never asked it to do this, but I think it can do it. Yeah, there you go. So if you wanted to like go through, this is what I should do. So you can see here it says introduction, reflection on trading strategy, self-doubt, trading top step account, analyzing market movements, patterns, multiple contracts, facing challenges. Let me say separate by exact methodology and strategies by name. Okay. Yeah, so right here it says entering trades earlier and exiting on any site, using volume imbalances for trade setup. So that's like scalping on a really low time frame, identifying trade lines, scaling out. That's pretty cool actually. So anyways, you could use that to go through videos and find the exact chapter about something you wanted to learn. And then you could obviously tell to look for, I don't think I had named it that yet though. I don't think I had a name for it. So you could say timestamp all sections with the balance strategy, because I think that's, I've always used the word balance because that's how I came to understand it, was price needed to be balanced. But this chat tube is like super cheap. It's like $10 a month. Yeah, so it says 7 through 15 and then 15 through 22. Hopefully that helps you, man, figure it out. But I'll put the link into the chat. This is where I would start to learn. But I don't have any videos on it, man. I do have where I traded it live in the video, and I'm obviously pretty much explaining what I'm doing the whole time. So you could do that one. And I'll put that in the shit too. We go to home. Not home. You know, so he stopped his stream. He was like, "Oh, I got it wrong. I gotta stop." Okay. This one. These three though are really good for it, and then this one, I talk about it. Yeah, I'd say these three. So I'll just give you the first one, which is right here. And then this one too. Yeah, all these are when I start talking about it, bro. So. Yeah, there she goes. Man, I just don't want to blow my funded accounts. I gotta take a good break. Yeah, I'm working on it now. So what I'm I'm making a game for you guys, cause you guys won't do it, dude. No one. The percentage of people that finish a course is disgusting. It's like less than 10% of people actually finish a course that they start, which just sucks. And I don't want you guys to succeed, so I'm gonna make it very rare. It's be like a video game kind of, but obviously not a video game because it's not a video game. But it will have testing in it and gamification. Like you're gonna be, I'm gonna teach you, and then it's gonna be like a 10-minute teaching thing, and then price is gonna pop up, and then it's gonna ask you a question about the price. And then, like, where would you put your stop? Where would you enter? And then you're going to choose, have like, would you put your stop here? Or would you put it here? Or would you target here or here? Or what is this? And then pretty much like a video game, but I think that's the best way to learn, like really short lessons with immediate questions. Because I learned by doing, so... for me to sit there and watch video content without doing anything is not, I don't learn that way. So I think that's how I want people to learn. Because that way, you think about it, if you do, like, let's say you do 3 lessons a day, they're fucking 10 minutes each, 10 minutes to do the interactive gameplay, that's 60 minutes, an hour. Take you a couple weeks. Or you could do it all in one day for all I care, but... Alrighty, guys. Yeah, you think entering... Let me get a poll here on you guys. That's a good... Thank you for bringing that up. So, let me get a poll. So, what... oh, I can't. Let me close this one. So, I'm curious on like what you guys... what part back to half back confuses you? Finding the balance, like identifying it, or how to enter, I guess. It seems simple to me, but it's really not when you like get down into the nitty-gritty of it. So for you guys that put in 28% to get in fast in futures, that I don't think that's not the way you want to enter ever, because you should always want to enter, if you think about price as like a V, you never want to enter on the right side of the V. So if price is coming down to an area you have marked out, like an area of interest, you never really want to be entering until you know what's going to happen, right? Because it could just go through this area. A lot of times it does. But if you're patient, if you just wait a second, wait for it to like show a reaction, and then you like enter like right here, now you know where you're wrong. You know where your stop goes. Your stop goes here, and then you minimize, you cut your risk by at least 50%, at least. So most people, when they enter like that, they have to risk like 20-30 points, whereas if you did it this way, you only have like from here to your stop loss is only going to be 3 or 4 points. You give it like a little bit of room, and then now you have a defined risk. Now to be profitable, you only need it to go up to here instead of here. Big difference. And then I feel like people that enter with limit orders are probably from Forex, and it's not needed in futures because we really don't have much of a spread. There obviously is one, but it's not that big. And if you're penny pinching on a spread this small, then trading's probably not for you. To trade, you have to be risk adverse and kind of most people I found that are good at trading aren't really like penny pinchers per se. They're more of like fuck it, you know, kind of not fuck it. That's the wrong word, but willing to eat a couple of dollars to save a stop out, I guess you could say. But penny pinching's usually not going to help you. Yeah, peace, bro. I'm out too. Yeah, that AI, it's called, it's such a cool thing. You can use it on any videos. It's such a cool thing. You could do this for ICT videos, whoever you want. And it's called ChatTube. So you just go to manage extensions, and then you go to discover more extensions, Chrome Web Store. And it's free. I pay for it, but the free version's not bad. You can ask it like 10 questions a day or something. So you just go ChatTube. You can also do this with ChatGPT as well. I'll link it into the chat for you guys as soon as I find it. I think it's all one word, tube. Yeah, there it is. And then we're going to wrap it up, and I'll see you guys at 2:30, my peeps. Yeah, I will be. Yeah, every day. Yeah, it will be 3:30 my time, so that's 6:30 your guys' Eastern time. Thanks, bro. Hey, I appreciate that, Eric. That's the truth, man. That's why I get so pissed. I really had to let go of that shit, though, dude. I was so upset. Like, I was getting my head, like, I felt so slept on, and, like, just, like, I don't know, just every time I go on Twitter, it pisses me off. Like, seeing these dudes, a bunch of followers, and, like, even their YouTube channels suck, and I'm just like, my God, dude. And I started getting really in my head about it. But then I was like, I'm probably chasing motherfuckers off. I started thinking about it. If I was like first coming and I saw me like going on a rant about them, I would say I don't give a fuck about those dudes. Like, obviously this dude's insecure or doesn't think he's that great. Why is he bitching about someone else, you know? So I just came to accept it, so. And not bitch about it. I'm trying really not to get upset about it. Because, like, I put my heart and soul into this shit, and it's like, you got some dude posting fake trades and not saying shit, but he's also riding ICT's coattail, so it makes sense. Alrighty, guys, I appreciate you. Yeah, we'll see. I think I'm gonna blow up here soon, though. Before I didn't think so, but now I feel it. I feel like yeah, that's true. Yeah, me too. I've always been that way. I'm very, like, I need data and I need proof. I've always been like that. That's why I provide so much of it, because I had a hard time trusting these fuckers, because they're all probably lying.